Good morning, FTM Transtastic. It is Sunday, which is my new posting day. I've been super busy with working on a lot of different artistic projects at the moment. I'm actually about to go on a road trip, so tomorrow, or technically today, by the time I'm filming this, because it's like 1 in the morning, I'll be going to North Carolina with my best friend. So this week's topic is negative aspects of transitioning. And at first, when I saw the topic in the list, I immediately thought of physical transitioning. And then I reviewed some of the videos from the other Transtastic members and remembered that transitioning, of course, I mean, I knew it's not just physical, but I was thinking in the physical aspect of transitioning. And so now I'm kind of thinking of it as both physical and mental, and mainly I was thinking about it socially. I kind of go back and forth on my feelings towards socially transitioning, because on one hand I think that if I hadn't came out to people, I probably would still be experiencing more depression, and I came out pretty much shortly after being hospitalized and getting out of self-harming. And so I needed to come out in order to start living as I saw myself in my head, and in order to just adjust in a way that I was a lot happier being alive. But there are lots of days where I'm being misgendered constantly and this and that, and I wish that I hadn't come out. And it's more of wishing that I wasn't trans in the first place, but a lot of it is like, oh, it would be so much easier in this moment if I just wasn't out of the closet and none of these people knew. So that's my thoughts as far as social aspects. But I think as far as my overall psychological health, I think that I am very happy that I did have an okay time coming to terms with my identity, and I think that is very sad when people don't realize their identity till way later in life. So I guess I am fortunate to have had a good set of resources to find and discover different labels. So as far as physical aspects, there's a lot of them. I don't want this to sound like I'm complaining. I'm very grateful that I was able to go on hormones. However, main one for me is I have acne all over my shoulders and back. You can probably see it in this video because I pick at it because I have no self-control. It's all over, and it's not like, you know, little tiny blackheads and pimples. There's those too, but it's like giant like welts and just awful gross pimples all over, and they're all over my shoulders, and then they're all over my back. And they're not like whatever, I'll just ignore them. It's not a cosmetic thing. Like, they hurt. Like, I go to lay down and I can feel them, and they itch, and it's awful. And there's always an itch on my back that I can't scratch, and sometimes my back is just like insanely itchy for like a long amount of time. So that's like my least favorite change that I've had since going on T. If y'all have any recommendations or anything I can put on my back to make it stop breaking out so much, I would definitely appreciate that. It also breaks out a lot because of having a binder on all the time is like suicide to acne. It's like awful to put a binder on and you sweat, and then that's just going to cause acne anyway. So acne, my voice, okay. It doesn't sound that deep, and like it's getting deeper like the more I talk, and now when I'm socially anxious, my voice actually gets deeper. Anyway, so currently it doesn't really crack when I'm talking, which is nice, but if I were to scream, it goes out. As in, if someone were to like abduct me on the street and I tried to scream for help, you would not hear sound because it's gone. It's just like a dying squirrel noise. But that's not that big of a deal. It's just weird because I can't scream, and if I want to scream, I have to do like a weird like straight guy at a bar like deep voice. Ugh. It also alternates all the time. Sometimes I'm talking and it's really deep, and other times it's not. Alright, what else? My transition has been very slow. I think I've talked about this before. I'm on an extremely low dose of testosterone. Therefore, there hasn't really been a lot of changes. I haven't had any significant problems with hair loss, I think. I don't really pay attention to my hair that much. I dye it a lot, so when my hair starts falling out, it's usually because I over bleached it. But I haven't noticed anything regarding a receding hairline. My hairline has kind of always been like a little bit back. Yeah, oh, I got 2 more things. Okay, this is more personal, but whatever, I really don't care. My sex drive has increased horrifically since going on T. It's just constant, and it makes it very hard to concentrate on life. It's just all the time, and like I've always had, I think, a relatively high sex drive. Everyone is different. I feel like you fall on a spectrum when it comes to your desirability for sexual activity. Mine has always been quite high, but testosterone causes this like mental shift over it where it's just a constant like high sex drive. It makes it really hard to focus on doing anything. It's annoying as hell. And then also going in that testosterone makes it very hard to physically cry. We had a whole week on this. I don't really appreciate that because crying is so releasing and therapeutic almost, and it's very hard for me to cry. I can get my face to do the weird like clenched up thing that you do when you're about to cry, but I can't usually get the tears to come out. It's kind of like a yawn. Like I can get like a few tears to come out, usually from yawning because I'm tired when I'm sad, but there's not a good enough forceful cry. I haven't had one in months. And then the other thing is, okay, I'm hoping that mainly trans guys just watch this channel and no one that I know. So the genital area, as you may know, when you go on testosterone, the area changes in size. And look that up if you want more information. I don't want to use any triggering terms for anyone, but your junk, part of it changes in size. So that's all cool and great. It's called growth on T. That's usually what it's referred to as. My problem is when I'm wearing pants or anything now, even underwear, it'll start to like it'll like rub against my growth, and it's really painful. Not like uncomfortable, like I've started crying because it's so painful, because essentially it's it feels like someone's just stabbing your dick. That's not fun. It is dreadful. If anyone, please tell me someone has some tips to help me out with that, because I haven't seen it talked about a lot on YouTube or anywhere else. So if anyone else is having that problem, please let me know. It might just be because I'm really queer and I like to wear skinny jeans and stuff, but it happens with a lot of underwear too. So if anyone has recommendations, hit me up. That'll be the end of my video. I'm glad I got to talk about my junk with you guys. Great. I hope you all are having an awesome week, and if you are on summer break, then have a lovely summer. I'm going to North Carolina, and if anyone wants to do any kind of photography with me, DM me on Instagram, because I kind of wanted to make some friends while I was up there. I will be in Asheville, North Carolina, by the way. So yeah, DM me if you want to hang out. And that'll be all. Alright, I love you guys. Bye.